Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today I'm making sambar for dinner and brinjal curry. First, let's get started with sambar. I heated the pan and I'm adding some rai and urad dal into the pan. Once the oil is heated, I'll add this rai and urad dal and then some cumin seeds, and also I'm adding some garlic and hing into the pan. This is for the tadka. Yes, I give tadka before I start the sambar. And in goes onions and green chilies. And here I'm doing sambar with kaddu, and you can add any amount of vegetables into sambar. And here I'm adding curry leaf. Without curry leaf, no South Indian dish will be completed. And I'm roughly chopping tomatoes, and I will add this tomatoes, but first I have to ensure that the onions are cooked. And then yes, the onions are cooked, so now I did add tomatoes and let all the vegetables be cooked. Here I've soaked tamarind pulp, and this is dal which I have already pre-boiled, and I added some salt into the dal and I kept it aside. So now the vegetables, that is onions and tomatoes and green chilies, are cooked. Now it's time to add kaddu. And now after adding this, give it a quick stir. And here goes in haldi, turmeric powder, little bit of salt. Initially just add salt to the vegetables itself. Once you add the dal, then you add more salt. And also chili powder. Chili powder totally depends upon your spice levels. If you want more, you can add it. And also I'm adding little bit of coriander powder and cumin powder. This is something which most of us do not use in a sambar. We generally prefer a sambar masala. But for me, this is very easy to do. This is a very simple way of doing sambar. And all the time, I would not be using sambar masala. Now, in goes the tamarind pulp. I have soaked the tamarind, so it's easy to squeeze the juice out of it and add it into that. You can add the tamarind as it is. However, while eating, you would not like the texture of tamarind. Now let the vegetables cook. Keep it in sim and let the vegetables cook properly. See, now the tamarind juice is added, so the vegetables will absorb this juice. And later on, now we will add some dal, the pre-cooked dal, and we will keep it. We will add some oil here, water here. I'm sorry, not oil. We will add water and give it a quick stir and ensure that the dal is properly dissolved in the water. Mix it until the water is the dal is completely dissolved in the water. And depending upon your consistency and your taste and your preference, you can add water. I prefer the sambar to be light and thin rather than a thick sambar. So now after adding oil, you will boil the sambar for approximately 15 to 20 minutes. And if you're cooking on a sim flame, 20 to 30 minutes is okay. But if you want to keep it on a medium flame, it would be 15 to 20 minutes, your sambar will be all ready. After adding all these vegetables and everything, now the sambar is all set. You can just leave it aside to boil, and it will be done in 20 minutes of. Yeah, the sambar is cooking. It would take 10 more minutes, and in the meantime I just came under the fan. It was super duper hot in the kitchen and couldn't take that heat. Seriously, it's hot. And cooking is a challenge in this weather. Don't you think so? And you tell me, what do you do to get rid of that heat while you're cooking? Please mention that in the comment box. Now let's get started with the brinjal curry. Just put the tawa, and here the sambar is also almost done. This is the consistency I want, but yes, the kaddu has to be cooked yet, so I will keep it for 10 more minutes, and I'll add some water. Here the kadai is heated. I'll add some oil. And then that goes rye seeds, mustard and urad dal. I just keep everything like this in this bottle. I mix them up and keep it. In goes red dry chilies, a little bit of cumin. Once the mustard seeds starts fluttering, I add onions. Now the mustard seeds are spluttering. Now I will add some onions. Once I add the onion, I will add little bit of salt. And once the onions turn brown, then I am going to add brinjal. And I will be cooking in slow flame. I don't prefer cooking in high flame, because the taste of any vegetable or any curry you can really see the difference of the taste when you cook it in a slow flame. As the onions are getting cooked, I'll chop my brinjal and I'll put it in water so that they don't get oxidized. I added little bit of salt in this brinjal in the water so that they don't get dark. Now onions are almost ready. Just 3 to 4 minutes and I think they are ready. And then we can add brinjal. Yes, now the onions are almost done. Let's add the brinjal into it. Now we will add some turmeric. And a little bit of salt. We have already added salt, so let's be careful when we are adding. And now I am going to add red chili powder, just little bit. And now let this brinjal cook in slow flame. And the curry is all ready. And here our sambar is all done. The vegetables which we added are all cooked. And I'm going to switch it off. And I will garnish it with coriander. I did chop some coriander. I will add it into sambar as it is done. Nowadays we have so many restaurants wherein we go and eat. But once upon a time it was only the food which was cooked by the mom that anyone in the family would eat. And also it is very important what is your mindset when you're cooking food. If you're irritated, if you're angry and you cook food, I believe, or probably what we have read is the negative vibrations would go into the food. So whenever you're cooking food for your family, please be careful about what you're thinking and what your thought process is. I believe in it, and I'm sure if you cook food with a very positive mindset or in a very peaceful way, the taste also would be enhanced. Now let's check our curry. Yes, it's almost done. And I'm going to add a little bit of coriander. And you can switch it off. This curry is done. So today's dinner, brinjal and onion curry and sambar. Hope you like this video. If you do like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Have a great day.